There are certain people who make your nervous system feel safe. You notice it almost immediately, not always with words, not always consciously, but the moment they are near, something inside you softens. Your shoulders drop. You take a full breath you did not realize you were holding, and the part of you that is always slightly braced, always monitoring, always deciding how much of yourself is safe to show, that part quietly puts down what it is carrying. You stop performing, you stop editing, you simply exist, and in that space you find out what it feels like to be yourself, without managing the experience of being yourself. Most people have felt this with at least one person in their lives, and most people, if they are honest, could count those people on one hand. That is not a coincidence, that is biology. Because what is happening between you and that person is not just a vibe or a personality match or a feeling you cannot explain. There is a profound and silent dialogue happening between your nervous system and theirs. One of your nervous system's primary jobs is to constantly ask one simple question: am I safe here? Most of the time the answer is maybe, so you stay in a state of mild alertness, watching, assessing, holding yourself slightly back just in case. But when you encounter someone who is truly regulated, someone whose presence is calm and consistent and grounded, your nervous system picks up on their safety signals before your mind has formed a single opinion about them. There's actually a name for this. Psychologists and neuroscientists call this co-regulation, a biological phenomenon where two nervous systems begin to mirror each other. Their steady heart rate influences yours. Their rhythmic breathing pulls yours into the same quiet pattern. They are not doing anything dramatic. They are simply being calm. And in that calm, your body finds permission to follow. For the empaths among us, for the self-sufficient ones, for the people who have spent so long being the regulated presence for everyone else. This is a rare and overwhelming relief. Because you're so used to being the one who provides the calm that when someone provides it for you, the feeling is almost disorienting. Your body does not immediately know what to do with it. It waits for the catch. It waits for the moment when the safety reveals itself to be conditional. And when that moment never comes, when the calm just continues, steady and without agenda, something in you finally exhales completely. But perhaps the most healing quality of all is the experience of being seen without being judged. With these people, you can admit you're struggling, and it does not feel like a confession. You can sit in silence, and there will be no awkward moment. You can be the unfinished version of yourself, uncertain, tired, not yet figured out, and none of it changes the way they look at you. That experience of being witnessed completely and accepted anyway is what the nervous system has been searching for since the very beginning. We live in a world that prizes self-sufficiency above almost everything else. We are told we should be able to regulate ourselves, fix ourselves, carry ourselves entirely alone. And many of us got very good at doing exactly that. But the truth that biology keeps returning to, the truth that every study on human connection and nervous system regulation confirms, we are wired for co-regulation. We are built for the kind of peace that only arrives in the presence of someone whose calm we can borrow when ours has run out. Finding someone who heals your energy is not a sign of weakness. It is a recognition of something essential and human. These people are rare. They are precious. If someone came to mind while watching this, someone whose presence feels like a place you can finally breathe, that recognition is worth something. You do not need to explain the science to them. You do not need to find the perfect words. Just let them know that being around them feels like peace, because people who make others feel safe rarely know how rare that gift actually is. And if you're still looking for that person, if that kind of safety still feels more like a concept than an experience, know that understanding what peace feels like is already the first step toward finding it. Your nervous system knows what it is looking for. Trust that it will recognize it when it arrives. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. I hope you find a moment of peace today. I'll see you in the next one.